OTAs rolls on for your Seattle Seahawks. Tyler Jones here with you. Thanks for joining us. We have the latest updates from week number 3 of OTAs. We'll go over my takeaways. I'll let you hear from Mike Macdonald, Ryan Grubb, and some of your favorite Seahawks coming up on today's show. We'll get to that coming up in just a moment. We mentioned earlier in the week that all this month we are doing a comment battle with our 49ers channel with Chase Sr. and company, and I have very good news. We are off to a lead in the comment battle, folks. Over 1,000 comments are on our end. Niners is pretty close behind, so we want to put the pedal to the metal and extend the lead on the Niners in this comment battle. So here's what I want to do today. Let's send a message loud and clear for all those nasty Niner fans and all those needles in San Francisco. Spam Hawks in the comments section. Let Chase Sr. and company hear you loud and clear. Show some love for your Seattle Seahawks. Spam those Hawks in the comments. I want at least 500 of them on today's show, and we'll get started. Let's begin with number 1 from Ryan Grubb. The Seahawks offensive coordinator was speaking glowingly about his new quarterbacks that he gets to work with, Geno Smith and Sam Howell. And he said about the two of them, they're freaking awesome QBs. I love hearing that. Listen to this, more from Ryan Grubb. They are awesome. They are freaking awesome. They are intelligent, and I know it means a lot to them. I think their leadership in the room and how they react and work together says a lot about the kind of guys they are in the team concept. I couldn't be more happy with where they are at. I got to tell you, I love the enthusiasm that's being shown here by Ryan Grubb when talking about this offense and these two guys under center for the Seahawks here. And you look at this Seahawks system of what's in place for Geno Smith and Sam Howell. I think that he's going to be able to get the most out of both of these quarterbacks for the Seattle Seahawks with being drop-back passers, both coming from very pass-happy offenses in college. I think that you're going to see both of them play very well and fit exactly what Ryan Grubb is looking to do with this Seahawks offense here in 2024. And the numbers on both these guys of what they were able to do in 2023, think about this. 20 touchdowns for Geno, 21 for Sam Howell, 9 interceptions for Geno, 21 for Sam Howell. Neither one of them, I think, really played to their best last year. I think that's pretty safe to say, right? And so with this system, I think that both of them, with a quarterback-friendly offense in place, with better talent and a better line than each of them had last year, whoever's under center, I think is going to be in good shape to excel in this offense with what Ryan Grubb wants to do, and they're both headed in the right direction, it would seem. Who is the quarterback you're riding with? Are you a Geno guy or are you a Sam Howell guy? Spam Geno in the comments section if it's Geno Smith. If it's Sam Howell, type Sam for Sam Howell. Let us know in that comments section below. Today's show is sponsored by Prize Picks. Prize Picks, the place to go for daily fantasy made easy. Here's how it works. Choose 2 or more players on any given category. Get the choice of more or less, whether you're talking goals in hockey, rebounds in basketball, home runs in baseball. Maybe you're looking ahead to the start of the NFL season. All sorts of different categories to choose from. Go to prizepicks.com/CLNS, promo code CLNS for a $100 deposit match on your first entry. I'm looking ahead to the start of the NBA Finals coming up on Thursday night between the Boston Celtics and the Dallas Mavericks. Go Mavs, F. Smitty. You guys know how it works. I'm rolling with Jason Tatum to have more than half a point. That's a freebie. I got Luka to have less than 31.5 points. The Celtics defense can slow him down just enough. And I got Kristaps Porzingis to have more than 2.5 three-pointers made. If all 3 of these hit and we put $20 down, we're turning into $100 on Prize Picks, folks. Play along with us. PrizePicks.com/CLNS, promo code CLNS for a $100 deposit match on your first entry. The link is in the comments and description of today's video. Number 2 in our takeaways, let's turn to Sam Howell, who we were just talking about. Howell, speaking to the media this week, made it clear he's very excited to compete, and this is right where he wants to be in Seattle with this Seahawks team. Howell saying the following: Seattle was one of those places that I wanted to come be a part of. I'm just super excited to be here, and I think Coach Mike's did a great job of starting to build this thing. So this is definitely one of those places that even coming out of the draft, I wanted to come to. I just love being in this city. I love being a part of this team. and I'm just excited to get to work. That does not sound like a guy that is content on being the backup quarterback to Geno Smith. Sam Howell is coming in to try to win this job and take it away from Geno Smith directly. That is the goal here for Sam Howell in mind, is not to just be content and be okay with what the Seahawks are doing here with this system of just backing up Geno, potentially waiting for his opportunity. He is going guns a-blazing. He's doing everything he can to try to take away this job. And honestly, more power to him. Competition makes you better. It's going to make Geno Smith better to have Sam Howell riding on his coattails, if you will, trying to earn this job. But you look at what's ahead for Sam Howell here. I mean, this is somebody that's had his ups and he's had his downs. He still has something to prove here. A 5-13 record as a starter, led the NFL in interceptions last year, benched in favor of Jacoby Brissett. But, I mean, if you need an example of coming back from adversity, of getting benched and making the most of your second opportunity, you can look right there at Geno Smith. So we'll see what Sam Howell's got. Do you believe in Sam Howell? What do you think? B for believe, D for don't. Chime in the comment section. Tell us what you think, if you're in on Sam Howell or not. For the best Seahawks coverage you won't find anywhere else, you got to subscribe to Seahawks Today. Daily news and rumors, live shows twice a week, watch parties during the season as well. This is the place to be if you're a diehard Seahawks fan. You got to join the family. Join the 52,000-plus subscribers here on the channel that are part of what we're doing every day. It's a pleasure. It's an honor to bring you this show, folks, and you guys make it worthwhile. I want you to stay connected with us and watch all our content. We have a lot of fun here. Never miss a moment. Make sure you're a part of what we're doing here on the channel, youtube.com/SeahawksTV. Back to Ryan Grubb, continuing on the offense. Grubb said that about 50% of the Seahawks offense at this point in time is installed. And with where the Seahawks are at in OTAs at this point, Grubb is feeling pretty good about where this offense is going from here. Listen to this from Ryan Grubb. I would say we're closing in on 50% of installation. I think early on we tried to do a good job on both sides of the ball of getting some of the critical exchanges and all the things we need to know and understand about the nuances and broad vision of the offense. Once you feel good about that, continue to build on that and move on. I think the guys have done a really good job, especially in the last week and a half, of getting that where we could feel good about building on top of some of those things. This offense is going to be way different than anything we've ever seen in Seattle previously. The Seahawks have never run an air raid offense. We have never seen an offense operate based on what you're about to see, of the mix and matching of the up-tempo and how this offense is going to operate. We're going to show you the scheme here in just a moment so you can see for yourself. I think the results, you're going to ultimately like what you see come out of this group when it's all said and done, of the mix of tempo, lots of screen passes, the mix gap schemes, the zone blocking, horizontal and vertical stretches, spread the field. That's one thing about the air raid. So many times people think that it's all about passing the football so much. And really the goal of the air raid is to get your guys out in space and let them excel from there. The play action is also a big part of this offense as well. Guys like JSN, Kenneth Walker, Zach Charbonnet, they are going to thrive what the Seahawks have in mind with this offense. And I got to tell you, I'm all in. I'm buying what this offense has in store for 2024. What's your confidence level in the Seahawks offense heading into this year? Scale it for me in the comment section, 1 through 10. How are you feeling about this group? Weigh in and let me know what you think. Let's talk defense now. Jarran Reed spoke very glowingly of his new teammate, Byron Murphy, the first-round pick out of the University of Texas. And although there's some competition for playing time on that defensive line, Reed said about Murphy that he is ready to answer the call. Listen to this from Jarran Reed. I love him. He's quiet. He works hard. It's the type of characteristics you look for in a rookie. He's going to be real good. I'm going to stay on him and help him out as much as I can because we are going to need him in the long run. I think he's going to be ready to answer the call. Now, if you go back to rookie minicamp, if you remember, Mike Macdonald was pretty frustrated with Byron Murphy that he didn't come in playing shape, if you will. And that was something that Macdonald harped on, that said, hey, we like Byron Murphy, the raw skill, the athleticism, all that, but he's got to get in better football shape. And I understand the frustration, but there's an expectation for Murphy to come in and to make that immediate impact within this system. They are not sitting here hoping that Byron Murphy takes a year or so to develop before playing time. The expectation is that he starts day one. In the scouting report, you guys may recall this, our pre-draft scouting report on Murphy is a guy with a good, thick lower half, shoots his hands straight, hard to move, solid against double teams, stops his feet on contact. If the scouting report lives up, if Byron Murphy puts in the work, gets into football shape and everything, the Seahawks are in great shape. The best is yet to come with Byron Murphy. Is he going to start week one? I sure hope so. What do you guys think? Y for yes, in for no, predicted for me in the comments section below. Last on our OTA takeaways, we spent a lot of time over the last few weeks talking about Jaxon Smith-Njigba, and it's no secret how high I am on JSN. But Mike Macdonald, who, might I add, is a defensive guy, right? He's talked a lot about JSN, and when your head coach, who's a defensive-minded guy, is spending time talking on you, you're doing something right. Listen to this from Mike Macdonald. JSN's a great player, and expecting big things out of him. He had a great offseason, works his tail off. His practice habits are awesome. Moving ability is pretty elite, so I think we've got a really cool plan for him. Ooh, you have my interest. A really cool plan for him. I think the plan is a whole lot more than what we saw as a rookie in 2023. I think he is going to play a critical role in the Seahawks' success in this offense. And here's one thing I'll point to. You look at his statistics last year. 63 catches, 628 yards, 10 yards reception, 4 touchdowns. The 63 catches was only 3 less than DK Metcalf, who led the team in receiving this past season. You got to think he's going to get more targets and more catches. And with that, just getting more adapt to this system, and I think this offensive system is going to be much better than last year's, those numbers should shoot way up. I don't think it's impossible that we could be talking about JSN as a 1,000-yard receiver before the end of the year. What do you guys think? 1,000 yards, JSN? That possible? O for over, U for under. Kind of like what we do when I take down a boot here on Seahawks Today. Get your predictions in now. O for over, U for under. Let us know what you think. Follow me on X, formerly known as the Twitter, at Tyler Jones Live, hanging out with Elon and everybody there. I used to have a check mark, but I'm too cheap. I don't pay for it. Follow me there. I promise it's me, and we'll see you next time here on Seahawks Today.